Why turn the city in a bloody, bloody town? Why introduce this country in this tribal war now? Why turn the city in a bloody, bloody town? Tell me, man, I say, tell me now. Say, better stop the violence, better stop the killing now. Better listen to the cry for our people. People crying every day, people dying every day. Just listen to the cry for our people. So people out there, you better stop this senseless killing. Innocent blood flowing, you better stop that.
Happening, the smoke is big clouds now, and how could they not going to come this way? According to Romans, they're coming this way. Fear. I'm really scared, and we're mixed. Luya and Kikuyu, but you know, when they come, they won't even ask for a kill.
Susan, here, I'm not. You're almost crazy.
Lost in the city, some people asked me who I was. Maybe during the elections, during the post-elections violence, everybody was fighting for their tribe. Everybody was fighting against another tribe. Well, I didn't really know much of that, the whole idea of tribes. And for some reason, I realized that I don't know where I'm from. And I need a sense of belonging. I need to know what went down. Maybe I might find a road to whatever happened and what causes all the chaos.
At this moment in time, I can't seem to find the words that clearly define who I am, where I'm from, and where I want to go. At this point in my life, I grow. My body, this land betrothed. I move so slow, I feel so low. I feel so low to leave this place solo. Chasing a dream, I'm lost in a field that every day yields frightening forms of life complexities. Blinded by my simple sight, I keep to a trail that leads to a road that many have tread to lose their souls. But still I grow. With nothing to lose, I cling to clouds of hope that sometimes rain to make my days whole. My prayer is not to walk or fly. My prayer is not to be a firefly that glows in the dark but can't tell the difference between daylight and lantern light. My prayer is that my voice will lacerate and bore holes to pave way for my words to sink and penetrate deep into your souls, to inspire and ignite a revolution against all kinds of oppression, no matter where they're found. To erase the letters I and N and leave the word equality. To erase disparity in this human being's fraternity.
I live in a place called Kangemi, in Nairobi, a slum called Kangemi. And the neighborhood that I live in Kangemi, is called Gishagi. And it's a Kikuyu name, Kikuyu word for like maybe a village. But it has a history. Gishagi was the name that they gave to concentration camps, where all the Kikuyu were detained. The ghetto is a weird place, actually. And it can swallow you if you have no direction, you know. It's like this maze that I keep going. and I have to write more and deeper stuff because I believe that there are so many stories that I have to tell.
Okay. Hey, yaga, hey. Hi, yaga, hey. I said there is trouble, there is trouble. I hear in the ghetto, me sing, there is trouble. Every day me office life, school for lane struggle just to get a little coins, and the coins are not enough. Life is so hard, every day getting tough. Out there in this land where there is no supply. Na. Yeah. Come to my house. Welcome to my house. Yeah, this is my house. Come. This is my house. Yeah. Welcome. Bobo. Coffee. So we're gonna have some coffee today. So we don't have a table, we just put it down and bring some cups, and then we share, you know. We share the little we have, because we are like a family, you know. We are a big family. So
yeah.
You guys, and we are not moving out of this house.
I think the best thing is to organize for fundraising, because I'm gonna take everything here.
No. But
I just wanted you to maybe talk to them so they can give me my money. He's been paying me like a matatu, as in, come give me 20 shillings, then go. Which is wrong.
In Kenya, man, he's an artist in Kenya. You know, it's you don't have a constant flow of like
but that's
money.
Artists are, I don't know, hustlers or what.
You know, I think you should just cut on the food a bit and just pay rent, because this is not your house.
Actually,
I only take coffee with no milk in it.
No, Shaggy.
And mandazi.
And you take food with no salt.
No salt. I survive, my friend. So the only thing I feel satisfied with is when I do music.
Selling the CD.
Here's my CD. I'm going to launch it soon. And I'm going to get millions and millions of shillings.
First, if he wants you to pay rent, he has to buy your CD.
Buy my CD.
See? Now you people, are you
buy my music. I stay in your house. I promote you staying in your house. You promote my music. Mr. Landlord, okay, tell me, what's the problem with your house? When I jump, it goes like this.
But you know, when you guys jump up and down, that's not practice, you know.
A good house, a
like
good house is
right now you start jumping up and down. By the way, I just repaired this roof just the other day.
Hey guys, there's another question. Another big question. Let's see how he's gonna answer this question.
Okay.
Why do you switch off the light?
I does switch off the lights, but at 9, you know, 9.
What's the time now?
Now it's around 3:30.
No, 3:30. It's 6.
Hey,
what's the time? It's 6. Look, there's still darkness. There's still darkness in the house.
We're trying to hide the light. We're trying to hide this whole.
You see, when I do this, it goes on. Now
they'll just switch on the lights now.
No.
This is 6, almost 7.
No, when I do this, it goes on. Don't let me do this again, because if I do it,
we're gonna talk about the trouble and the tribulation we face in the ghetto. Are you ready, my people?
Yeah.
Are you ready, my people? There is trouble, me say there is trouble. Here in the ghetto, me say there is trouble. There is trouble, me say there is trouble. Here in the ghetto, me say there is trouble. There is trouble, me say there is trouble. Here in the ghetto, me say there is trouble. Now water from the top, we have to go master by. No electric in the house, we have to light up candles. Now we have me, I go shit, I tell you there's no touch. Every day me have to strive, scuffle and struggle just to get a little coins, and the coins are not enough. Life is so hard, every day getting tough. Here in the ghetto where check that, me say technically, me say
yo kabla nizaliwe watu walikuwa nalia shida, sasa nimezaliwa pia nami nalia shida imenishinda, juu nifuta machozi jaza tumbani na msosi mdosi, tumbo ndio inafanya na wazia kwa jambazi, naangaika kana kwamba sina wazazi, sina namna, sina kazi, niruhusu ninywe mnazi, labda nisahau yale yote nimepitia, kukula kwa pipa, kulala kwa mtaro, serikali usinishike ukinipata mina choma, nimeshindwa koma, labda nikipata
nikipata nachotaka ndio nitakoma, nimeshindwa koma, labda nikipata nachotaka ndio nitakoma.
Umekuwa ukinifanya fala yako for long, tumehustle nawe pamoja for long time, mashida mengi tumepitia mila, umepata hakuna tumeniacha.
I used to complain too much about the ghetto, had dreams of moving out, get a wife and settle to a place where sandstone grew up to be thugs and 9-year-old daughters don't grow up in the buses. I'm in regurgitate because of morning sickness, a piece of social unfitness added to the masses. She don't say nothing you might provoke vigilantes. Neighborhood are no longer safe for no one bothered about unspoken. Lives stolen within the twitching of a muscle through the closing of a joint of somebody's index finger. Don't know who pulls the trigger back. That's how it goes. Blood must flow. Heads will roll in every tribal woe. I wonder who's the fall if we suffer the same woes. Situations flow from bad to worse because there's too much focus on our flows. Beautiful stories left untold. Truth be told, hell yeah, undefeated till I'm lifeless.
Bad man a kill, bad man a steal, bad man a rape, I say bad man a kill, bad man a steal, bad man a rape, I say bad man a bad man. Mungu wangu ameshiba, yale kona mimba.
Why?
Mungu wangu nisaidie tu nipate kazi, simle mtoto wangu tu kwa ujambazi.
Demu wangu ameshiba, yale kona mimba.
Why? Mungu wangu nisaidie tu nipate kazi, simle mtoto wangu tu kwa ujambazi.
Grizzly blood battles, I just can't tell if I'm blind. All I know I'm in a tunnel and I can't turn down the volume. Crisp clear voices, amplificated screams, they ain't coming through the speakers. See, I got my headphones off, CD players on hold, still a conscious song keeps just playing on and on, over and over again, like a broken record. Kangemi, peace out.
I really, there's a curfew right now that you cannot be out past 8 o'clock. Like we have police on the other side, and then the rioters on the other side. The masses, the angry mob is throwing stones to the policemen, and the policemen are throwing tear gas and rubber bullets, and we were just caught in the middle.
The election results brought Kenya to the brink of a civil war.
As protests spread across the country,
Ethnic violence
to shoot and kill.
Kenya's ongoing tribal violence is being fueled by gangs paid to kill on the orders of the country's politicians.
Kenya, tens of thousands took to the streets to accuse President Mwai Kibaki of stealing Thursday's election.
The largest ethnic group is the Kikuyu, who hold power and run the economy. The Luo, the main ethnic group of the opposition, demands a share in the riches. The President Kibaki is a Kikuyu, but his rival, Raila Odinga, is a Luo.
Hello?
Where you at?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sawa. I'm coming. Yeah.
Good. Just come over.
So.
Move na gas na fight kama soja wa mass. War shoot ones. Yeah, do not speak on behalf of the weak ones, cooked ones. With the sunsuit, wakidance down, squash down cause of hunger. Wamebeba panga wakisakanya chumanga. Wajigamba kwenye shamba wakijamba. Which is spice said, hey, mana hustle, mana shuffle, and we belly day ayaga from food to eat. So what is it? Mawa is a free, yeah. It's all about the freestyle, yeah. So this is it, man. This is no comment. Chilling on the streets of Kibiro number 9. On the TV, I saw 10 graves lined up. Most of them same last names. That was suicide. I thought I was safe till I saw smoke next to blocks. Then tragically a burning house. No food supply, no ghetto. Think you should declare this a national disaster. Cause a piece of bread is worth a bag of gold. Defenseless kids die starving in the cold. Problem is we don't really trust your cops. They don't tear gas no more. They
yeah. Tears on my pillow as I gaze through that window. Pain is internally inflicted by what I see. Scenes of distraction invading when I rise on these strides. So can see my eyes don't seem to want to look at the skies. So I race to the roof to attain a better view of what's happening to this place, this country, my home. Kenya, my home. Kenya, my home. There I see families displaced.
Take another walk around. You can see somebody used to bank their cash and... Wait a minute, I can feel like there's a coin in here. There ain't no coin. I think whoever burned these structures, first of all, looted whatever there was that was valuable, and this was all gone.
So what happened here in
This is
in
a debris
simple terms?
of a fire aftermath, as you can see. Everything looks burnt.
You're still trying to rebuild it?
Yeah, we're still trying to recover from all that. And I know of many other structures, some were playing roles of being bars and restaurants and stuff. So before these guys burnt down these things, they used to loot whatever it was. They drank all the beer and then they burned down the structure. And fire went as far as burning. You can see there's a billboard there. It was a Raila billboard, but it was burnt because the fire was too hot. It couldn't withstand the heat. And there's a friend of mine who survived a roadblock, and he can tell you how his ordeal was. So he had to fake his name to survive. Hey, yo, man, Ray, your story on the roadblock.
The two Kikuyus were burned to death overnight. The whole night they were being burned. So they decided every Kikuyu that they see, they have to kill because of the result. Every Kenyan knew that Raila was supposed to win. And so when it was announced that Kibaki won, that's when everyone in Kibera, every tribe were against Kikuyu.
This is a hip hop group, the only surviving hip hop group in Kibera.
Yeah, no comment K.
No comment with K, not C. Yeah, during the post-election violence, we were all stuck in Kibera. There was no way in, no way out. And being in Kibera at that time, we had no food to eat. We ran short of water, no food, no money to spend. So we were just sitting, we were hungry, we were angry. So we decided to write something, a letter to president, just to tell him what's going on the grassroots. Like where we live here, this is the highway one of the highways from the ghettos inside Kibera. So when people are being killed there by either the cops or the people who are looting, this is the way that they were taken either to hospital or yeah. So we witnessed almost everything. With all the problem that was surrounding me, the only thing that I could do was to rap. I hear you weeping in my dreams. Violence of human hearts, it seems. Political violence na funeral hymns. Burial themes, ninja, chuki na mada. Hii idadi ya masikini nchini inazidi kupanda. Kwa vyoo vyote vile hamna hata vyoo. Wanaturushia mawe na bado wajaama nyumba za vyoo. Na hivyo ndivyo hali ilivyo. Nightmares na fears za gunshots. Night nurse, Bible, pillows na teardrops. Tear gas na paralyzed ambitions. Half intentions, questions. Nani aliwin election ama nani ako ready kubuild the nation? Yeah, dear Mr. President, hope hizi mistari zita get placed, State House ama Parliament. Freedom, yeah, peace wanted alive. Mlangoni mwa mbinguni ngie na wewe.
Police brutality and like their war against like crime is really not a war against crime. It's a war against the youth. You know, I have a friend. His name was Titi. And it was just a few months ago they shot him down, and nobody talks about it anymore. It's like nothing happened. He only lives in my memories and other people's memories. Yeah. The last scenes that people saw him, like walking down the street. But I can never walk down the street and see him again.
He's gone forever.
He's gone.
Yeah. If they suspect you nowadays, they don't arrest. They say the jails are full. We can't feed these people, just lock them and feed them for nothing.
It's not the era of handcuffs. It's the era of bullets.
Yeah.
Well, they are working. They are working. We are paying them to kill us.
These dilated dialects enable us to envisage days in red meant blue for violent. It represents the essence of school that eschewed diabolical violence, and it speaks of days when you and I made a truce to keep the peace so people would die less. This is more or less like that miniature ballerina doll who's always dancing around on top of that classical music box, and she doesn't stop to rest, to breathe, to me she isn't real. She is that vagrancy charge held upon that hungry little kid in the street to God, no one to run to, nowhere to sleep, nothing to do but to search through the bins, and searching for something to feed is a crime that will lead him or her trapped in a juvenile system where kids cannot read but hold on to their dreams of being free, like first world economies. I wonder why junk food in Kenya be the poor man's economy, to pour the majority into places that thrive and take pride in tin roofing and dusty, rusty iron shit. Walls are sickening. You all have to walk through these shitty flaws of this all-weathered road that reek with innocent blood that drips and flows from police cars to know what I mean. I have a question for you, Mr. Policeman. Why you trying to fill the ditch between the rich and the poor with the bodies of the poor? Who you trying to reach? Is it a man or God, or simply the God in you that takes but cannot give back life just to open up an opportunity to grieve? Suddenly, I have developed a certain urgency. I cannot search for my immunity. Not because of what I'm saying, but because I'm young, poor, and unemployed, and that's enough to get me shot up at these sky-colored boys. Please don't get me wrong, cause I'm not trying to say that our cops are bad. I'm just trying to come out straight that some cop shot my pal at close range, driving bullets from his back. They asked him to raise his hands, and he did. They made him lie down on the floor. He raised his wrists, expecting some cold cuffs. Instead, the bullet shots left him coughing out blood. Now gunshots leave me numb. And I'm not sure if they are really after gangsters or just ganging up against us. But I don't sweat that, cause I pick a pen over a gun. I pick a book on the shelf knowing no other way but to self-educate. And I read and write and I read and write and read and write and hope to fill my inside with words that incite my thoughts with deeper insights. And I read and write and I read and write and hope that one day when you read what I write, you will change the world to a place where before they shoot, they read me my rights.
The violence in Kenya's Rift Valley region is spreading quite fast. This is Naivasha, about 100 kilometers west of Nairobi. It is the latest to be hit by the ethnic violence gripping this country.
I don't know where if there is. I haven't seen them in a while. Talk about something else because it's really, really crazy.
I think we're going to our place, where I'm from. Not the ghetto, no, like the countryside, where there's a big family gathering, and I'm freaking out. Well, the actual event is, I think it's something to do with dowry. I don't really know for sure. I'm really bad when it comes to Kikuyu culture. My reason of coming here is to understand where my people are from, who we really are. Now they say that we are freedom fighters, but we are not all freedom fighters. Like I'm a Kikuyu and I don't know anything about freedom fighting. They say that we own the land. I don't have any land. But being a Kikuyu is not about that. Being a Kikuyu is, I don't know. I don't really know what it is about. It's deeper than that. Because before they went to war, there was a tribe called Kikuyu. And there was a land where people lived in before it was called Kenya.
To hug me,
Wakiverenge. Sasa mnafanya nini huku leo?
Party.
Ati kuna party? Na wewe?
I'm the oldest son of Mr. Ambog, and today we have a function of our dear younger sister called Nyambula. That's why we are here.
I'm having some visitors from the place I'm married to, Kiambu, that is Kangemi.
We have our in-laws from Nairobi who are coming to give us a visit, and they know where they got they took our daughter, but they have never been here, so they want to come and we can have a stronger relationship.
It's a preparation for dowry.
Okay.
They come to know the home where I come from.
Okay. In our tradition, we call it Kumenyamushie. This is Mara. Mara is a goat's intestine. And you have to roast it until it turns brown. We've been doing a lot of preparations. Like we have slaughtered 2 goats, as you can see here. And there is a lot of foods, the tradition, kienyeji, mukimo, pilau, that's being done by the women. And we'll all gather at around 1 o'clock and we share the foods with the people who will be coming here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was pretty interesting to see the women greeting each other with songs and dances, and how you cannot get into a homestead without permission from the women of these homesteads. Well, we had a very small room. Like, this is like twice as big as it was. And we used to live a very big family.
So you can imagine how congested the house was. And the mosquitoes buzzing here and there.
Basically, it was very hot inside because we were all crowded inside, and the lights, with the light and the charcoal stove, heat was immense, and they had to put the charcoal stove outside and switch off the light so that everybody can get some sleep. But I was always hyperactive. I could not stop writing even during the night, and I usually got into a fight with my mom and my dad.
Most of the time he used to write, and he used to spend the whole day sleeping, because he used to do his work at night. Only then could he concentrate well. But little did I know what he was doing, because I was never in the house most of the time. I used to leave early, come back late, So whenever he wanted to write or to be awake at night, I could not entertain that. That's why I used to send him out. And even used to wonder what kind of a boy he is.
Back in the days, before the fool lost a huge part of his brain, before the blind man's braille, before the Indians came to help in the making of the gigantic metallic snake drill, I was there. But our ways of ages dictated, our cultures will be displaced, the history of our people misplaced, and in their place a display of arrogant ignorance who set its pace. The fulfillment of such prophecies came to be when that fool stood to proclaim that I have discovered Africa, the land of the awkward, backward black people. Man, I think we should call them Negroes. And he finished with an amen, and it almost became so. And then I saw human beings bargain for like commodities of trade. Able men and women were slain for resisting the shackles and chains. Brothers and sisters enslaved on unprecedented scales. See, we became victims of mass abduction, worse than the fictional 4400. Our people, your people, my people, our people, stolen from their motherland to work in a white man's farm, and those who declined became fugitives on the run and running on alien land like running on grey mad. You slip and fall and get caught and then pay for every other black man's fault. I saw the Mau get ripped off. I lived among heroes like Steve Biko, Nelson Mandela, Thomas Sankara. Dead and came out, they were Shuri, God rest his soul. I pray that they unveil where they laid his remains, that I may pay my respect, that I may lay my wreath. Cause I've lived through many lives, seen the world through many eyes. I've been in every nook of the world at the same time. I'm you, and you are me. Together we've always been. But this black I speak of goes beyond the levels of melanin under my skin. This black is real. This black is just. This black is true. Black is me. Black is me.
We're in a place called Kagio in Central Province, and I came here in search of something that I've always wanted to know. It's like my identity. We're visiting my uncle. He's a cousin to my father, from the mother's side, and his name is Mokiri. So he's a Mau war veteran. He's a freedom fighter.
Ihari hagai ho gwori da kuku ke rutia kire kwao leo hau no bara yo mire de to ikala mwako yo wa tutia genyo kile tukinyito tu twaro tu ado de magi twaro village
Etago
de chagi de to twali ru hau hali ha kibu hau mugondo jo kibu akiteli ko de wali gichagi na ndode makarigiceri mu gikari kibu karigiceri yo na mutaba awiti izala togo kana mugwaja na kulika mugwaja wachoko kado nyambo irorete iwe wachoko gagikirwo okihingo kiu ni kiri andu mariumagira
no wiko githaka ora leo
ere ndathi githaka
ora yake
kuria to indo cia kuia tia kuia cia gutunyana ng'ombe mburi wathi ikumbere ya mundu gai mwakora mbembe to kuruta kana mwakora kiria murikora ati andu ni gutunyana mokite gututunya ki matia ciareirwo ku wewe rĩrĩa twagĩrire ndũrũme twathĩnja rĩ thigari ciarĩ ciao ciothe military borithi kanga kama timu aya marandĩka marina mabaro na ndege na mitoka na ndui na mikinga ithari ciao ciathira ithe ndũkũragwo nĩ ũndũ wa koigo kau tu nakufa tikuga atĩ andũ moraganaga nĩ ũndũ wa ũndũ wĩkire mũnene ĩni rĩu tũti andũ aitũ magĩtwathaga ti thirikari itũ rĩu nĩ thirikari ĩtwathaga itũ tondũ gũtingĩgĩikara gũtarĩ thirikari maigua mũnene na mũnini wake maigua rĩu ndũĩ andũ acio tondũ nĩ manyitwo no magũtherenda nĩ megwĩka atĩa twakorirwo na kĩmari mũthuri ũcio ũrona hau.
They wanted to live as human beings and not less than. They wanted their dignity back. And I think that's what they were fighting for. Freedom. I'm a universal person. I'm way beyond tongues and skin color and anything else that might act like a barrier that the war will bring. I feel free in the ghetto than in that other place. So I'll call this place my home. And it's a cosmopolitan place whereby Luos and Kikuyus are human beings. And Kambas and the Luyas are simply just other people who will live it, you know.
I want us to do one exercise, okay? Put your papers and pens away and come and rub shoulders.
Spoken? Why? Spoken? Why?
Yo, spoken? Why? Spoken? Why? Spoken? Why? Spoken? Why?
Spoken? Why? Spoken? Why? Spoken? Why? Spoken? Why?
Breathe in. Now.
I am 15 years old, working as a maid. I am no longer schoolgirl, I am maid.
Life mpiga bullet, aliishi kwa ndoto, akabaki msoto. Rapa kawa useless, rapa kawa hopeless, rapa kawa nothing na fame kawa sadness.
To get a bob, I need a job. And to get a job, I need a book. Please, give me a book.
Why did my mother bring me into this miserable world? Why? Why was I born?
There was a pregnant mother who went in the forest for firewood. She was my mother who gave birth to me and called me Mercy. On the forest, she met an old woman. On her doorstep, she gave birth to me. She was my mother who gave birth to me and called me Mercy. Called my daughter Mercy. That was her last message to the world. She was my mother who gave birth to me and called me Mercy. Thank you.
Maybe people say it's a curse, but it's not a curse. My teachers here have tried to work on AIDS, but no answers.
But a poetry session cannot end if you guys have not written anything. Remember, the point of coming here is to express yourselves. So I need you to close your eyes again and think about the things that you are afraid to say. Afraid to say. Nimesema funga macho. Hamwezi funga. Think about the things that you are afraid to say. And then if you have a pen or a paper, and you could write it down. You whisper what you're afraid to say. 1, 2, go. Louder. 1, 2, go. I am afraid to say You're not afraid anymore to say it because you have actually said it. What you are afraid to say. Yeah? Sometimes you can be just a poet who wants to tell the world the way it is.
If we talk to the people, you know, we're gonna be having a music concert right here in Kangemi, one of the biggest shows in Kangemi. So it's organized by the artists themselves. Them come together and then them organize something to give to the society. We give them music, because music's the only thing we can give them. We can't give them coach, we can't give them food or anything else, but music, the food of the soul, we give them music, because these people love music. For the love of music, they're sitting up there. The stage, they're bringing the sound. They love music, and nobody's gonna pay them, but they love music. They're doing it for the society. What we have, show them what we are made of. We have no diploma, instead we have talents and gifts. We are the leaders of today. Don't tell me about tomorrow. Cut it, I'm gonna say technical interruption.
Yeah, don't miss this concert because it's all about positivity. See?
Show me how much you love me. What did your promises? Show me how much you love me. Because I trust in you. Because I trust in you.
So many people are affected. Even up to date, people are still in IDP camps. Kenya is not okay, you know. Yeah, the war might be over, but the effects are still there. Yeah, people still sleep hungry. The people who are responsibility for the incitement of the elections, they're still around because they know their way around the system. You know, poor people, young people, unemployed people do not have a say in this world. That's what they portray. But I say that through music, through our expression, we'll do it all. I do spoken word, and my spoken word, I will use it to tell my story, to tell their story.
It's more like a deep sense of responsibility towards human life.
It's a brand new Kenya, a beautiful Kenya. Let's join our hands and build our Kenya. It's a brand new Kenya, a beautiful Kenya. Let's join our hands and build our Kenya. It's a brand new Kenya, a beautiful Kenya. Let's join our hands and build our Kenya.
Yo landlord, maze flow inabomoka. Lazima tu turoge lakini tu naruka mina panda na shuka Mr. Fix mina ruka tunafanya mambo vile nataka.
As a bossaka conflict and clashes, we need to find solution to this tribalistic war. Women and children are they want to suffer most. No place them go hand them better run for their lives, and go settle somewhere else in a refugee camp. That's where they gonna live. It's a brand new Kenya, a beautiful Kenya. Let's join our hands and build our Kenya. It's a brand new Kenya, a beautiful Kenya. Let's join our hands and build our Kenya. It's a brand new Kenya, a beautiful Kenya. Let's join our hands and build our Kenya.
Even the landlord, even the tenant, even the policeman, even the pastor. Agikuyu,
it's a brand new Kenya.
Luya,
it's a brand new Kenya.
Ajaluo,
it's a brand new Kenya.
Everybody,
it's a brand new Kenya. It's a brand new Kenya, a beautiful Kenya. Let's join our hands and build our Kenya. It's a brand new Kenya, a beautiful Kenya. Let's join our hands and build our Kenya. It's a brand new Kenya, a beautiful Kenya. Let's join our hands and build our Kenya. It's a brand new Kenya, a beautiful Kenya. Let's join our hands and build our Kenya.
K-E-N-Y-A, cause I see you. So don't you pretend that you care, cause I see you. Checking my IDP, Joe, chiga foleni. Kingoja down a funding, ungaga diri carry. The beat is off.